Edward Lekganyane. This video offers an insightful exploration of the Zion Christian Church during the leadership of Edward Lekganyane from the late 1940s to the early 1960s, primarily through newspaper articles published in Naledi Ya Batswana. Following the death of the founder, Engenas Lekganyane, in 1948, the church experienced significant changes and controversies, leading to a split between the Zion Christian Church and the St. Engenas Zion Christian Church. Edward Lekganyane, known as King Eddie, was appointed as his father's successor in 1949, a transition described in the newspaper as comparatively peaceful, despite oral accounts suggesting conflict. The articles document his extensive evangelistic efforts, during which the church's membership skyrocketed from around 50,000 to 500,000, particularly within urban areas of the Transvaal. The Zion Christian Church is one of the largest African-initiated churches in southern Africa. Its roots lie in the early 20th century, amidst a period of significant social and political change in South Africa. The church was founded by Engenas Lekganyane, a charismatic preacher who envisioned a Christian church that resonated with the unique cultural context of Africa. Lekganyane's vision led to the official establishment of the ZCC in 1910. He sought to create a space where African traditions and Christianity could coexist, rejecting the purely westernized version of the faith that was prevalent at the time. This approach attracted many followers who felt marginalized by mainstream churches, leading to the ZCC's rapid growth. A key turning point in the ZCC's history occurred in 1948 with the passing of Engenas Lekganyane. His son, Edward Lekganyane, assumed leadership, ushering in a period of further expansion and consolidation. Edward Lekganyane was instrumental in formalizing the church's structure and expanding its reach across southern Africa. However, the ZCC also experienced internal division during this period. In 1949, Engenas Lekganyane's other son, Joseph, formed a separate branch of the church known as the St. Engenas Z.C.C. This split, which continues to this day, reflects differing interpretations of the church's doctrine and leadership. Despite this division, the ZCC has continued to thrive. The Naledi articles, primarily authored by Kgosi Lebotse, highlight significant aspects of Lekganyane's leadership, including a shift in preaching from 1949 to the early 1950s. Initially, his messages emphasized abstaining from traditional medicine and leading a sin-free life, promoting a unique approach to faith that engaged with the Pentecostal movement's broader definitions of miracles and faith healing. However, by late 1952, Lekganyane began to encourage followers to navigate the realities of apartheid and acknowledge the authority of traditional leaders, thus pivoting towards a more conservative stance. This change included a newfound emphasis on traditional marriage practices and an outright condemnation of political involvement, urging members to focus primarily on spiritual matters. Lekganyane's preaching style combined prayer, hymns, and charismatic public engagement, which attracted large numbers to his sermons. His insistence on triple baptism in rivers and outright rejection of Western medicine underscored the church's holistic approach to healing through faith. Annual celebrations of Easter and the start of the new year, according to church laws, demonstrated the vibrant communal life and rituals established under his leadership. Furthermore, the articles present a vivid account of the church's structure, including the leadership hierarchy, the formation of different congregational units like the Mochudi, and the significance of gatherings where Lekganyane delivered pivotal sermons blending doctrine with practical advice for living a godly life in a hostile, socio-political landscape. Lekganyane's sermons warned against numerous societal issues, including deep critiques of alcohol use, witchcraft, and reliance on traditional healing, which he argued polluted the soul. His messages often invoked biblical scripture to reinforce the church's teachings, reaffirming the notion that genuine faith necessitates complete devotion to God, devoid of distractions from worldly temptations. The text also reveals tensions within the church, particularly with elders disenchanted with Lekganyane's leadership style and decisions, heartening insights into the broader struggles for unity amid internal strife. The Naledi documented events serve not only as chronicles of church activities and doctrinal innovations, but also reflect the wider societal context of racial tensions, economic hardships, and the political climate of apartheid South Africa. Edward Lekganyane's leadership was marked by a complex interplay of faith, tradition, and social realities, positioning him as a pivotal figure in the historical narrative of religious movements among Africans' populations during this period. The articles capture the essence of ZCC's evolution under his tutelage, characterized by a robust community ethos that emphasized spirituality and healing, while grappling with the inescapable pressures of the South African socio-political landscape. Overall, the text delineates how Edward Lekganyane's leadership redefined the ZCC, intertwining religious practice with the socio-cultural and political environment. As the church grew, Lekganyane's initiatives underscored an evolving church identity that sought relevance in a changing world, affirming its place as a beacon of hope and resilience for its followers. The newspaper articles thus illuminate the historical significance of the ZCC in shaping both spiritual and community identities during a transformative era in South African history.